gonna be pretty fun to see all the Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong games, and who knows what else IPs Nintendo's gonna be bringing to the Nintendo Switch 2, new and old. And of course, with new Nintendo Switch 2 games, we will get new Nintendo Directs as well. Now previously, I was kinda wondering if Nintendo was gonna do a Nintendo Direct in June at all. With Nintendo releasing the Nintendo Switch 2, plus new games like Mario Kart World, and also previous Nintendo Directs already happening in the past, you really have to wonder if Nintendo would even do it. Or at least I was wondering. Well, it seems that we do have some new Nintendo Direct rumors popping up, with VGC having an article on the Nintendo Direct rumors, so let's dive into them. And then after that, we can talk about what Nintendo's plans are going to be in holiday season, or I guess theorize on it. So the title of VGC's article is "The next Nintendo Direct will reportedly drop around Switch 2's launch. Nintendo has nearly always held a Nintendo Direct in June." Now I do have to say something on that statement. It's a little bit different because of the Nintendo Switch 2. We know Nintendo has been doing some things a lot different than the past. With that being said, in the past, before all of this Nintendo Switch 2 madness, you could usually look at Nintendo's past to predict the future. It's what I used to call the Nintendo momentum. Basically what that came down to was Nintendo always showing up with something for us to get excited for, keeping that momentum of excitement up for the Nintendo Switch install base. Even during the pandemic, when there really wasn't a lot of news, if you guys remember that was a pretty big drought. Paper Mario and the Origami King, a Paper Mario game, was just plopped on Twitter. But with that being said, let's continue. Nintendo is set to hold a Nintendo Direct live stream around the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5th, it's claimed. That's according to journalist Pedro Henrique Lutulip. I probably butchered that name, I apologize. I'm horrible with names. Who made the claim during a live stream this weekend. He has previously shared accurate information about Nintendo's plans in the past, by the way. They also mentioned that in this article, saying he has previously shared accurate information about Nintendo's plans. Anyways, continuing. On the surface, a Nintendo Direct in June looks like a safe bet. Nintendo has held a Nintendo Direct every year since the format has started in 2012, bar 2016, when it was winding down Wii U and preparing to announce the Nintendo Switch. So again, looking at Nintendo's past to predict their future, a lot of times when a new console is coming out, they will do things differently than the past. So Nintendo occasionally will throw a curveball. That's why I was wondering, well, are they gonna do a June Nintendo Direct or not? These mostly come in the form of full Nintendo Directs focusing on new announcements across multiple titles, but occasionally it's held Directs to focus on single titles like Smash Bros. Ultimate or Pokemon. Now that is actually an interesting point, because what game is gonna be hitting in 2025 that's a big Nintendo Switch 2 game? Metroid Prime 4. We haven't got a Nintendo Direct focused on Metroid Prime 4, so who's to say this is even a full Nintendo Direct? This could be focused on specifically one game. I don't think it would be a Pokemon, because I think if this information is real, I think the Nintendo Insider PH Brazil would have said, hey, this is a Pokemon Presents, right? He calls it a Nintendo Direct, so I'm assuming this is gonna be a Nintendo Direct. Whether it's gonna be a full Nintendo Direct or just one focused on one game, we don't know yet. But anyways, continuing. Nintendo has held multiple Nintendo Directs already this year. The first announcing details on the Nintendo Switch 2, a live stream dedicated to Mario Kart World, and another focusing on the original Nintendo Switch. And again, that's a big point that I mentioned earlier in this video. Nintendo has already put out so many Nintendo Directs. Are they really going to put out a June Nintendo Direct on top of releasing the Nintendo Switch 2 and the games that come along with that? But anyways, continuing. The first June Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch 1, 3 months after its launch, focused mainly on previous titles, including Nintendo's big Christmas title, Super Mario Odyssey. A new Direct would give the company an opportunity to offer similar updates of its upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 games. Donkey Kong Bonanza is due to release in July, and Drag X Drive also expected this summer. Nintendo Switch 2 versions of Pokemon Legends ZA and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond are also due this year, with no confirmed release date.